Yep, so we're all good. Okay, thank you so much for coming to class. It's going to be just a nice chill flow today, I think. And know that I haven't taught in a few weeks. I feel like it's been too far in between. So if I mess up, then that's on you because you got warned. So let's just come over to our mats. And if you want to listen to the playlist, let's start it together. We're going to stand at the top of our mat. And we'll just start that playlist together in 5. Look at you all running. 4, 3, 2, and then press the first song. It won't really sound like anything for that first song, but it's sort of just a spacer. So let's just start at the top of our mat, shoulders down and back, finding that Tadasana. Feet can be together or they can be hip-width distance. And maybe you'll just close your eyes, palms forward, and just stand in that power. You're not going to have any expectations of what this class is supposed to look like. You're just having fun. And to know if anything feels uncomfortable, you can skip whatever you'd like. You're the one that's at home in your living room. You choose what you want to skip. You choose where you want to go a little bit further. But we'll just have a nice, relaxing class. We're going to start off a little bit slower, and then we'll do whatever comes up. So just relax here. Maybe eyes are closed, maybe you're thinking about the day and how you're going to set it aside for the next 60 minutes so that you can just take this space for you. Even though it's online, it doesn't matter. We're still having that movement on our mat. We're still grounding down through all 4 corners of each foot. And maybe you think about that intention that you want to set for this class specifically. How do I want to show up on my yoga mat this evening? Now take your shoulders up towards your ears for the inhale. Keep that inhale breath as you push the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then as you exhale, shoulders down and back, palms are still facing forward. Inhale, circle, sweep the hands, go high, big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thinking about that intention. Deep inhale through the nose, big breath in. Exhale, HA. A little bit louder, no one can hear you. Deep inhale, breath in. Exhale, HA. Again, deep inhale through the nose, fill it on up. Exhale, HA. Deep inhale through the nose, fill it on up. Now this time, seal your lips. And then exit that breath through the nose, creating that strong Ujjayi breath. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through your nose. One more time. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale through your nose. Now bring your hands together. Interlace the hands. Press your palms down and then take the hands up towards the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, take your hands over to the right. So just stretching out that left side body. Now come back to center, deep breath in. Exhale to the left. Come back to center as you inhale. Maybe look up, gaze up, teeny tiny back bend. Exhale, hands together as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high plank, top of a push-up. Just zipping up that belly as you hold right here. So we're just getting right on into it. But we're finding that nice stability. Spread your hands, fingers wide. Push weight into all the fingertips. Now push your heels forward, shoulders right above the fingertips. Hold here. Zip up belly to spine. This should feel fantastic, right? Deep inhale, breath. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Squeeze the elbows into the sides of the ribs. Now toes come down, shoulders down and back as you inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Start to walk out that puppy, just bending the knees back and forth. Spread the fingers wide as you push your chest back towards your shins. You can have a slight bend in the knees as you push your chest even further back. Let it feel good. Let the head hang heavy. Remind yourself that you chose to be here. How do I want to show up for myself right now? Can you push your chest even further back? More weight into your heels. Now start to bend your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Feet are hip-width distance. Grab opposite elbows as you rock that torso side to side. We're still warming up. Just noticing the breath. And then bring your hands down to the mat. Bring your feet together and you inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Circle, sweep, hands go high as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Interlace the hands, palms down to rise up, inhale. Exhale, over to the right. You're just moving with your breath, not overthinking as you come back to center, inhale. Exhale, over to the left. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. You inhale to fill upward dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank, hold right here. Zip up belly to spine. And I told you it would be nice and slow and you were wondering why I started in plank nice and slow. Why not relax a little? So as you're just holding here, your belly is to spine. Maybe there's a little bit of shake. If you're like me and you just haven't been working out that much and so this feels like a lot, even if it used to feel normal before, lift your right foot off of the mat. So now your right foot is hovering, maybe the toes are 6 inches off of the mat, holding here. Make sure that you have that flat spine, shoulders in line with the hips, in line with the heel, left heel. Hold right here. How does that feel, Gina?
It's great.
Good. How does it feel over there? I bet you're thinking, this feels so good, thank you. Please keep talking and distract me from the fact that switch feet. Right foot comes down, left foot comes up. Holding here. Let that feel good. We're just warming up those shoulders, hovering that left foot, and the music is kicking in that we should move on, but we're not going to move on. We're just going to stay right here for just 5, 4, 3, 2. Now left toes come down, downward facing dog. And now the downward facing dog feels really good. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float as you halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Circle, sweep, the hands come high. Exhale, heart center. Cross the fingertips, hands go up. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift for your breath in, so just following the breath as you chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale fills you upward facing dog. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale to high plank, hold here. Right foot lifts for 5, 4, 3, 2. Right tricep. Knee to right tricep. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Send it back, but keep it lifted. And then bring it down. Left foot comes up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Left tricep. 5, 4, 3, 2. Send it back. And then downward facing dog. Bend your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top as you halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hips low, Utkatasana chair pose. And so now you're in your first Utkatasana, and it always seems to feel really good when we start off doing shoulder things. So let this feel fantastic. Shoulders are down and back. Inner rotate your palms. Maybe have more weight into your heels and maybe lift the toes, maybe spread the toes wide. And then you can slowly bring the toes down, but there's more weight into the heels. Nice, Kay. Nice, Christina. Sit a little bit deeper. Zip up that belly to spine. For 5, hold here, sit deeper. 4, nice, Nicole. 3, 2, exhale, forward fold. We're still warming up. So left leg goes up. Left leg goes up back behind you. Like we're getting ready for airplane, and that's just what we're gonna do. Hands to the sides, palms facing down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring that left hip slightly down, left toes in the direction towards the mat, but the heel is still high. Holding here, squeeze shoulder blades. This should feel really good in that right leg. Can you create that capital letter T as you lift that left heel a tiny bit higher? Have that big inhale breath here. And then bring both hands down to the mat, standing splits. We're just warming up the bottle as you lift that left heel a little bit higher. And then come into a low lunge. Bring that left foot to the back of the mat. Root down through that left hand, right hand comes up. Easy twist. Look up towards that right thumb as you inhale. Exhale, extend the right hand towards the front of the room. Hold here. Peel that right shoulder open. Come back to that easy twist. Right hand goes high. And then bring that left knee down to the mat and go into that revolved, yes, this one. Take your right hand to the, yes, left hand goes up. I haven't taught in a while. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga, high to low push-up. Moving with your breath. We're warming up the hips. Finding our way back to a downward facing dog. Bend your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat as you halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hips low, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg lifts. So just lift that and then send your hands back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, so find that nice airplane. Breathing here. Shoulder blades are squeezing. Sides of your mouth are upwards because you're feeling happy. If you ever fall out of this, it doesn't matter. You just come right back on into it. Square your hips. Gaze right in front of your mat. And then bring both hands down to the mat. Standing splits as you lift that right heel. And then find that low lunge, bringing the right ball of the foot down. As you bring your right hand down, lengthen through the left fingertips, finding that easy twist. And then when you're ready, you can start to reach that left hand towards the front of the room. Maybe still shifting your gaze up. Maybe still pushing that right heel forward, hold here. And then inhale, easy twist. And bring your right knee down to the mat and go into that exalted crescent, but with the right knee down. So maybe an exalted moon as the right hand goes high. Look up, gaze up, breath in. And then you flow through your vinyasa. High to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, half scorpion. Roll out that ankle in one direction. Roll out that ankle in the opposite direction. Keep your shoulders square. Then come back to three-legged. Exhale, down dog. Left leg goes high. See how we're still starting nice and slow? Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips. Roll out that ankle. Your shoulders should feel really good. Roll out that ankle in the opposite direction. Back to three-legged. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's move on. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top as you halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Chaturanga as you exhale. Just move through your vinyasa. Inhale fills you upward facing dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Right leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Hold here or fly into an arm balance. Otherwise, just hold it there like in the beginning of class, but now the hips are high for 3, 4, 2, 1. Back to three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands, rise up to crescent lunge. So the back heel is high, the feet are hip-width distance, and just start to draw the hands back, holding here. Can you push that left heel even further forward? Can you maybe start to get that right thigh more parallel with the mat? So bringing the hips a little bit lower. So it should feel nice and good. right? Good. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, send that right hand back, left hand forward. So right hand is back behind you, left hand is forward. Holding here. Since that right hand is back behind you, you're going to go into an exalted crescent in 5, 4, 3, 2, exalted. Right hand to that thigh as the left hand goes up, and then float your vinyasa. High to low push up. We'll just keep adding on as we go. Nice work. Nice toe V. Making your way back into that downward facing dog. Left leg will go up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Hold here or fly into that arm balance. Otherwise, you're just gluing it. Doing a little prayer in your head for 5, 4, 3, 2, back to three-legged dog. And then exhale, bring that foot in between the hands, crescent lunge, just holding right here. Big stance. This music is probably not the best for this. Push that right heel more forward. Can you sit a little bit deeper? Sides of the mouth are upwards. Nice Gwenny McWenster. Nice Meg. Sit a little bit deeper. Push that right heel more forward. Notice your breath. Breathing here. When we start flowing quickly, whenever we reach forward and do that hand back, just remember whatever knee is forward, the opposite hand will be forward. Okay? So deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, swoosh that left hand back. So you're just holding here. Left hand is back behind you. You're reaching through the right fingertips. Hips are a little bit lower. You know that left hand is going to be going to that right thigh soon, so stay here for an exhale breath. Hover the belly, and then inhale, exalted crescent as the right hand goes high. Maybe gaze up towards the sky as you inhale, and then exhale, flow through your vinyasa, high to low push-up. Moving with your breath. Nice work. Inhale, fills upward dog. Exhale to downward facing. Beautiful. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float as you halfway lift for the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Where are you going, Meg? Inhale, hips low, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Crow pose or halfway lift, flat back. Chaturanga as you exhale. So just move with breath, not even thinking. You're just breathing and moving. Nice, Julie, inhale. Nice, Ku, exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward, crescent lunge as you inhale. Exhale, swoosh the right hand back. Inhale, exalted crescent, hold here. Now exhale to the back of the mat, warrior 2. So now you're in warrior 2 towards the back of your mat. Don't overthink. You might not be looking at your computer screen anymore, but you already know this. Peel that left knee open to the left so it stays stacked right above that left heel. Energy through your fingertips. Sit a little bit deeper. Now inhale, flip your palm, reverse the warrior as you stay low into that lunge. And then exhale, chaturanga without thinking. Upward dog. Downward dog is your exhale. You're going to do right foot forward again. Inhale, crescent lunge, big breath in. Exhale, swoosh the right hand back. Inhale, exalted crescent. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front of the mat. Flip your palm as you reverse your warrior. And then you chaturanga as you exhale, just moving at your own pace. Upward dog fills you up. Exhale, downward dog. Other side, left leg steps forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, breath. Exhale, swoosh the right hand back. Inhale, exalted crescent. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back of your mat. So settling in here for a second, get really deep into the hips. Make sure your left foot is at a 45-degree angle and you're pushing weight into the knife edge of that left foot. Sit deeper. Hold here. It's like you're squeezing the thighs together as you're sitting deeper. Now inhale, flip your palm, reverse the warrior, but the legs stay. And then exhale, flow. Easy peasy. Inhale, upward dog. Downward facing dog. Nice. Left leg steps forward again. Crescent lunge as you inhale. Exhale, swoosh the left hand back. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, warrior two to the front of the mat. Flip your palm as you reverse. Chaturanga as you exhale. Just moving, strong. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Always resetting in that downward facing dog. Bend your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float as you halfway lift for the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, have that big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Curl pose or halfway lift. Chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale fills you up. Downward dog is your exhale. Right leg goes up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Knee to left elbow. Hold here or go into wild thing. If you want to straighten out that right leg and lift the hips high. Otherwise, stay in that three-legged dog because we'll come right back to it in 3, in 2, 1. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands. Find that crescent lunge as you inhale. Exhale, swoosh the right hand back. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, warrior two to the back of the mat. This time, you're going to go into Skandasana. Bend deep into your right knee. Flex the left toes back towards the face for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back of the mat, go into Skandasana for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now reverse your warrior back towards the front of the room. So now you're rebending that right knee as the right hand goes high. Exhales to a side angle. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. And you're pushing that right knee away with the elbow. Peel that left shoulder back. Look up towards that left thumb. Can you bring your hips a little bit lower, even though they might be screaming? You know that at any point, you can always extend your hands forward. Otherwise, this is a great place to stay. If this is too much, you can always bring that elbow to that thigh. For just 3, 4, 2, 1. Reverse again. Stay low into your hips. And then flow through your vinyasa. Just a nice, relaxing warm-up. You inhale to fill upward facing dog. You exhale to find that nice downward facing reset. Are you getting warmer? Mm-hmm. Left leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose with breath. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Hold it right here or go into that wild thing. Straighten out that left leg. Your right hand can come up. Nice job. Awesome, Christina. Nice, Gwen. Nice, Rob. Take this where you want to take this. For 3, 2, 1. Back to three-legged dog. Left leg goes high. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands. Crescent lunge as you inhale. Exhale, swoosh that left hand back. Inhale, exalted as the right hand goes high. Exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. Now Skandasana to the left. And then Skandasana to the right. Then you reverse your warrior towards the front of your mat as your left hand goes high. And then find side angle. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. And you can just hang out right here for a moment. Can your hips come even lower? Making sure your right toes are slightly in. You're looking happy too. You're so damn happy. I have to do what I can. It's Zoom yoga. I can't be there with you frolicking. So know your modifications. Know if you need more, you can do more. If you need less, you can just copy me. You can look up towards that right thumb. Hold, stay rooted into the legs, and then just reverse your warrior as the left hand comes high. Exhale, plant the hands high plank. And you're like, oh, thank God we're still here again. Let's lift the right foot off of the mat and pulse that right leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, chaturanga high to low. So your shoulders should be warming up a little bit more as you find downward facing dog. And that down dog should feel super good now. So inhale, bend your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top as you halfway lift flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hips low, Utkatasana, chair pose. With intention. Bring your hands to heart center as you sit a little bit deeper. Now reach the crown of your head forward and bring left elbow to the outside of the right knee, finding that prayer twist. Your knees are in line as you twist. Your booty is also in line. It's not off to the side. You're pushing that right palm down into the left. Or you can open up the arms. Or maybe go into side crow, Derek Koo. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, whenever you want. Just kidding, you don't have to do that. But make sure that your hips are below your heart as you continue to twist. Nice. Looking great. Awesome. Nice. If you're in a side crow, you can always come out of it. If you're wondering why I haven't taken you out of it, it's because of Derek Koo. I was just waiting for him. Beautiful. Stay in that prayer twist. Now, root down through that right foot. Lift your left foot off of the mat. Left foot up. Send your left foot to the back of the mat. Now find that crescent lunge as you inhale. Root down through that right foot. And then find airplane as you swoosh the hands back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift that left heel a little bit higher as the left butt cheek comes down. Now go into exalted crescent. So bring the foot down. Inhale, left hand goes high. Exhale, warrior two to the back of the mat. Inhale, skandasana to the right. Exhale, skandasana to the left. Inhale, reverse your warrior to the front of the mat. Exhale to side angle. Can you take that left hand to the low back, coming into a half bind? Only if you want to. Can you go into a full bind, connecting the hands? Maybe you go into a bird of paradise if that is in your practice. Otherwise, you can do what we just did in that last flow, staying right here. Nice, Ali. Awesome, Koo. So just listen to your body. You're listening. Listening so good. Oh. Awesome work. Beautiful. You can slowly start to come out of that bird of paradise if that's where you were. And if you're in that side angle, you'll just open up those arms and then bring the left hand down to the mat, right hand comes up. Find that easy twist, and as you're staying here, just take your right leg, place it up and over the left, and then find that Vashisthasana side plank. Stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. Know that you can bring that left knee down if you want to modify. You can lift that right leg up if you want to intensify. So listen to the body. Take this where you want to take this. Find that fullest expression. And then just do 3 push-ups since it's kind of an easier class today. I'm just kidding. I just say that for every class. I'll say everyone is easy, even if what do you think you're doing over there? So you're doing whatever you're doing, and then you'll chaturanga, finding your way back into that downward facing dog at your own pace. So you just do that however it is that you'd like. Once you're in that downward dog, you'll inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float as you halfway lift for the inhale breath. Exhale, forward fold. Now, Utkatasana, chair pose, sit deep into the hips. Sit a little bit deeper. Bring your hands to heart center as you reach the crown of the head forward. Hi, Nicole. And then exhale, twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee, pushing that left palm down into the right. Check your knees, make sure they're in line. Check your hips, make sure it's below the heart. Sit a little bit deeper. Focus on really pushing that left hand in. Maybe you open up your arms if you went there on the other side. Maybe you go into side crow if your teacher forced you to. Just kidding, would have done it anyway.
Just jumping right in.
I know. Rockstar. Awesome, you guys look good. So much stillness in this moment. Awesome. Take this where you want to. And then when you're ready, you'll find your way back into that prayer twist, or just bring the hands back together. And as your hands are back together, you'll start to lift. Don't go anywhere. You'll lift that right foot off of the mat. Send your right foot to the back of the mat. And then find crescent lunge. Deep inhale through the nose. Now swoosh into that airplane. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Lift that heel. Now inhale, exalted crescent, rebending that left knee as the right hand comes up. Exhale, warrior two to the back of the mat. Skandasana to the left as you inhale. Skandasana to the right as you exhale. Reverse your warrior back to the front of the mat as you inhale. And then you find your way back into that side angle. And we'll just stay right here. You can take right hand to the low back, coming into a half bind. You can go into a full bind, or maybe bird of paradise if you went there on the other side. Awesome. So keep peeling that right shoulder back, maybe shifting your gaze. If that's not good on the neck, know that you can always look down. Notice your breath, never holding it. And you take this where you want to take this. Never escaping the posture. Slowly start to come back into that side angle. Open up those arms. And then find that easy twist. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. And as you start to turn, your left foot will come up and over the right. And you'll find that Vashisthasana on this side. You can stay right here. You can bring your right knee down to the mat. That might feel better. Maybe you want to lift that left leg. So you take this where you need to. Find that expression as you lift, 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 and then just do chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and then go back to chaturanga. Oh, good. And then you go up to high plank. And you take that right foot off of the mat. And you take that right foot down and left leg up. And then both feet down and both forearms down. As you're on your forearms, you can stay right here, or you can start to walk your feet in a little bit closer as the hips go high. Finding that dolphin pose. This is a good place to stay, or you can also maybe bring one leg up. If you like to go into a forearm balance and that's comfortable for you, you can play with doing that. And if you have one leg up, maybe you switch legs. You can thank me later for your shoulders. I didn't know what to do today. Awesome, Christina. So whatever you're doing, you're just taking this where you want to take this. You'll find your way back into that dolphin, and then you'll push down into your palms, move forward as you straighten out those arms, and then move through your vinyasa. Again, finding your way back into that downward facing doggy. Yay! Right leg goes up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, stay or flip your dog. So you can stay here if you want, or you can flip and the hips will go high. Taking this where you want to take this. Otherwise, you'll stay in that three-legged dog, or come right back to it for an inhale breath. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, find that airplane. Inhale, exalted crescent. Exhale, warrior two, back of the mat. Inhale, skandasana to the right. Exhale, skandasana to the left. Reverse your warrior, inhale, breath. Exhale, go into warrior 2 towards the front of the room now. Now take your left arm, swing it underneath your right arm, palms to touch, thumbs toward the face. Then square your shoulders forward, root down into that right foot, and take that left leg and place it up and over the right. So left leg is over, left arm is under. Belly to spine. Try to get the elbows and knees in line. Can you bring the elbows a little bit higher as you sit the booty even deeper? Can you maybe tuck the toes around that calf? Hold here for a breath. Nice, Meg. Exhale, sleep that eagle. Elbows come down towards the knees. Rounding, connecting. Fingertips in the direction towards the ground. And then you'll go into that airplane eagle, sending that left leg back behind you, reaching forward, reaching back. Square your hips. Just like in the beginning of class, bring both hands down to the mat, standing splits. But this time we're gonna hold it a little bit longer. So if you wanna take your right hand around the right calf, if you wanna take 2 hands around that calf, you can play with that. You can go into a handstand if you like to play with handstands here. Just do whatever feels best. You're having a good time. Nice, Julie.
Anything to do.
Find your fullest expression. Exhale, forward fold. Say, ah. Feet are hip width distance. Let the head hang heavy. Take your 2 peace fingers and hook them around the big toes. Bend your knees a lot or a little. Inhale, lengthen the spine flat back. Exhale, pull elbows to the sides of the room. Straighten out the legs. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, pull. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, pull for 5, 4, 3, 2. Go into crow pose. So place your hands in front of your feet. Bend your elbows, bring your knees high up onto those triceps, and maybe play with bringing 1 or 2 feet off of the mat. Maybe the big toes touch back behind you. Maybe you go into a tripod headstand if you like to go there. Or you can always come into a malasana, wide-legged squat, hands to heart center, pushing the knees away with the elbows. So what does today feel like? What do you feel like doing today? It's never doing it because you know that you did it yesterday or last year when we were having our last classes before COVID set in. Oh, it was sad. I laugh when I'm nervous. I laugh when I'm happy.
You nervous like I'm gonna fall in the wall?
I'm not nervous about you falling into our wall. So you take this where you want to, and then maybe you go back into that crow pose. And then you chaturanga yourself into a downward facing dog. However it is you get there, you can even skip it and then just meet back into that downward dog. Awesome. So left leg goes up to the sky. Now as you inhale, exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, stay right here, or flip your dog. Big or, always just an option. But if it feels good, just do it. Nice, Nicole. Nice, Kay. Hips go high, head falls back, side of the mouth upwards, just one side. And then back to 3-legged dog as you inhale. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so goofy today. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands, crescent lunge as you inhale. Exhale, swoosh the hands back as you find that airplane. Inhale, exalted crescent as the right hand goes high. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front of the mat, or back of the mat. Inhale, skandasana to the left. Exhale, skandasana to the right. Reverse your warrior to the front of your mat as you inhale. And then just find that warrior 2 towards the front of the mat. Take your right arm, swing it underneath the left, palms to touch thumbs toward the face. Square your shoulders forward, root down, and take that right leg and prop it on over that left leg as you find eagle on this side. Notice that this side may feel different than the other. Notice if you can't tuck that toe behind the calf. Muscles are too big, can't get there, right? Too big of
I
muscles.
wish that was my problem.
Bring the elbows a little bit higher as you sit a little bit deeper into the hips. Stay where you are and never get frustrated. Inhale together, big breath in. Exhale, sleep that eagle. Elbows come down towards the knees when you're ready. Trying to connect those elbows towards those knees. Breathing here. And then when you're ready, you'll just start to send that right leg back behind you, finding that airplane eagle. Where are we? Okay. Lift that right heel a little bit higher. Bring that right butt cheek a little bit lower. Gaze forward. Now bring both hands down to the mat, standing splits as the right leg goes high. And you can play with, same as the other side. Do I want to take my hand around my calf? Do I want to take two hands? Do I want to go into a handstand, Rob? Do whatever's best. I just see your silhouette dancing around. Nice. Otherwise, you just stay right here.
I don't balance anymore.
It's okay. Every day is different. Awesome. Continue to breathe for 3. Where's your one leg up, everyone? Just kidding. For 3,
Which leg is up?
2, I don't know. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly start to rise. Circle sweep, the hands come up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, hands can come up. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Crow pose or halfway lift. And then chaturanga as you exhale, just moving with breath. Again and again and again. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing reset. Right leg steps forward, crescent lunge as you inhale, hold here. Then exhale, just extend both hands forward. So find that extended crescent, both hands forward. Bring your hands to heart center as you inhale. Exhale, twist left elbow to the outside of that right knee. You can push that right palm down into the left. You can open up your arms here if you'd like. Otherwise, you can just stay. Holding here. For 3, 2, 1. Back to that extended crescent. So your right thigh is like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy we're still here. Hold, hold, hold. And then swoosh into airplane. Now bring the right hand down, left hand comes up for half moon. Stacking that left hip over the right. Your right hand can come down to a block, to the ground, or it hovers. And then just stay, but you're gonna go into a revolved half moon. So start to bring that left hand down, right hand high, and left hip comes down. Holding, holding, holding. In 3 seconds, you're gonna go into an exalted crescent. In 3, in 2, 1, exalted crescent. Big breath in. Exhale to the back of the mat, warrior 2. Inhale, skandasana to the right. Exhale, skandasana to the left. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then straighten out that right leg as you find trikonasana. So reach, reach, reach. And then right hand can come down as the left hand comes up. And make sure that left foot is at a 45-degree angle. So that left hip is slightly down, but you're twisting from the rib cage. No pulling groins. Whatever kind of variation you like to do here, you can always go there. Otherwise, you can just stay right where you are. Not a lot of weight in that right hand. You're lengthening through the left fingertips. And then rise all the way up. Turn your right toes in. Interlace your hands at your low back as you squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. And then flat back, forward fold. With a nice shoulder rinse. Shoulders should love it. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Actually,
Yeah. Maybe you're going into a tripod headstand here. I don't know. Choose your own adventure. Otherwise, just let this feel real good. both hands down to the mat. You can start to walk yourself into a low lunge. Left knee will come down to the mat. Find a moon pose. Push the hips forward, reach the hands back, and then maybe go into a half split, straightening out that right leg, flexing the toes back towards the face. If you want to go into a full splits, you can go there. Otherwise, this is a great place to stay. You can also take left hand to the outside of that right foot. Vroom, vroom. When I take class, I can hear it. Okay, slowly start to find your way into that low lunge. And then go into a high plank.
Sure.
Now that high plank feels really good. Chaturanga. I'm just kidding. Move on. We'll move on. Finding your way into a downward dog. Did we start here? For the other side? Okay, good. Left leg steps forward, crescent lunge. Exhale, extended crescent. Just reach forward, holding here. Breathing here. Bring your hands to heart center. And then twist right elbow to the outside of that left knee, pushing that left palm down into the right. Know that that right knee can come down to the mat, or you can open up your arms, depending on what feels good right now. You'll just stay right here. And then when you're just feeling like you need to leave, you slowly go into that extended crescent. And you're like, oh God. And since I'm the teacher, I'll pretend I'm walking around. And you'll just hold here. Yeah, Nicole, you just own it. Own whatever you choose. For 3, for 2, 1. Swoosh the hands back and find that airplane. And now the airplane feels real good. Holding here. And then when you're ready, left hand comes down, right hand comes up. And you find that half moon, stacking that right shoulder over the left, stack that right hip over the left, flex your foot, flare your toes, and then you go into that revolved half moon. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Breathe in here. There's a car just doing circles around our apartment right now. So you're staying in that revolved half moon, and when you're ready, you'll go into that exalted crescent, and that should feel good for an inhale breath. Exhale, back of the mat, warrior 2. Inhale, skandasana to the left. Exhale, skandasana to the right. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then straighten out that left leg as you find trikonasana on this side. Making sure the right toes are facing inward. You're lengthening through the right fingertips. Whatever variation you did on the other side, you can go there, or just stay where you are. Beautiful. When you're ready, you'll slowly start to rise all the way up. Turn the left toes in, hands up to the sides this time, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then flat back, forward fold, taking your hands to the knife edges of the feet. Actively pulling that crown of the head in the direction towards the mat. So pull, pull, pull. If you want to here, you can always bring the left hand down and the right hand can come up for a twist. Or maybe that left hand goes to that right ankle. You can twist that way. Just making sure that whatever, or tripod headstand, just making sure that whatever you choose, you do the other side as well. I didn't start my watch on time, so it says we still have 20 more minutes of class, but it's fine. I'll simmer down. Breathe in here. If you're in a tripod headstand, you can slowly start to find your way back. Awesome. And then bring both hands down to the mat if they're not already. Walk yourself into that low lunge towards the top of the mat. And then bring the right knee down, moon pose, hands go up. Push the hips forward as the hands go high. Spirit fingers in your hands. Good job. Draw the hands back a little bit more, lengthen through the fingertips. And then exhale, straighten out that left leg, half splits or full splits if you want to go there. Otherwise, you can always take that right hand to the outside of the left foot. That sometimes feels good as you flex the left toes back towards your face. Take a couple more breaths wherever you are. And then you slowly find your way back into that low lunge, lifting that right knee, and then find that nice high plank. Yes, wonderful. Now slowly lift that right foot off of the mat, and then bring that right knee in to touch that left elbow. And then send it back, lift your left foot up, take it over to your right elbow. Send it back, and then just switch. We're just getting into our abs right now, switching side to side, not being ferocious and doing mountain climbers or whatever, but moving with intention, squeezing the abdominals as you go side to side. Do this 10 more times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back behind you, knees come down to the mat. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine, look through the legs. Inhale, belly down, shift gaze up. Exhale, round. Inhale, belly down, shift gaze up. Exhale, round. Tuck your toes. Come back to center with the spine. Lift your knees 2 inches off of the mat for 3, 2, downward dog. Bend your knees as you gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top as you circle, sweep. The hands come all the way up to the sky. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Now lower that booty all the way down to your mat and find boat pose. Hands to the sides, palms facing up. Squeeze, or I don't know, don't squeeze anything. Flare the toes back towards you. Inhale to get a big breath in. Exhale, lower. But hover the feet, hover the shoulders. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Come all the way back down onto your back. Legs go out to the side. Take your hands behind your ears. Pulse up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees spread wide. Lower the feet 2 inches off of the mat, and then pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the feet all the way down to the mat, pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Take your hands to a diamond. Lift the feet again 2 inches. Pulse forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hug the knees into the chest. And then bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. Feet are hip width distance. Start to send your hands forward. Palms are facing up. Lift the shoulder blades off of the mat. And then take your right hand to your right ankle. And then switch to the left. And then right, left. And then just do this at your own pace, moving side to side. I don't care how fast or how slow you're going. We're just warming up the body.
We're just a warm up.
Keep going side to side. You're having a good time. For last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees spread wide. One hand to belly, one hand to heart. Come back to your breath. And then bring the legs back, knees back up. Feet are still hip width distance. Touch your ankles with your fingertips for a second. Then lower down, root down through your heels. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. And then push down as you rise the hips up. Make sure, or pretend there's a block in between your knees. Maybe you interlace your hands beneath you as you squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the hips a little bit higher. Maybe you go into a full wheel if you'd like to go there. Otherwise, just stay right here. 10. I'm not going to count. So much counting. Just lift the hips as high as you'd like. And then lower down Supta Baddha Konasana. Counting is my happy space because then I don't have to talk about anything else. And you reset. At your own pace, you're slowly going to start to bring your knees back together when you're ready. You're going to hug the knees back into the chest, maybe rock side to side for a moment. Let that feel fantastical. And then you'll rock back and forth, finding down dog, knowing that we're just stretching. So it's not oh God, a down dog. It's more of a yes, down dog. So once you find that down dog, right leg goes up to the sky, three-legged. Exhale, bring that foot in between no, don't do that. I haven't taught in a while. Go into a half pigeon, so the knee comes over to the right side of the mat, foot to the left. Square your hips as you rise that chest up. And you'll come down to your forearms when you're ready. And you can just reach your hands towards the front of the room. If this is too much for you, you can always come down onto your back and reclined pigeon, taking that right foot over the left thigh, interlacing behind that left hamstring. Notice if you're holding your breath. You can go into a variation if you like to go there. Otherwise, just stay here for just 3 more breaths. In and out your nose. When you're ready, you can start to walk those hands back in. Start to rise that chest up, finding that 3-legged dog. As you send that right leg up to the sky, give it a little shake. And then find downward dog. Left leg will go up to the sky for your inhale breath. Exhale, half pigeon. Knee comes over to the left side of the mat, foot comes to the right. You'll square your hips and you'll rise the chest, shoulders down and back. And then you'll slowly find your forearms down to the mat. And then maybe you start to reach the hands forward if that feels good. Maybe trying to bring that forehead in the direction towards the ground or in the direction towards a block or your arms. Notice your breath. Know that you can always go into that reclined pigeon if that felt better. You can also go into a variation if you went there on the other side. Otherwise, just have 3 strong breaths in and out your nose. When you're ready, you'll start to walk walk those hands back in, and you'll rise that chest up, and you'll send that left leg back behind you, finding three-legged dog with a little kick. And then downward facing dog, knees come down to the mat. You can get a nice drink of water if you'd like. You can go into a camel pose if you want to. Otherwise, you can come all the way down onto your back and just send the legs straight up to the sky. So you choose your own adventure. Everything that I say is just an option, but if you need something, you take it. So maybe you're in that camel. If you're in that camel and you're grabbing the heels, maybe you continue to push the hips more forward. If you're looking like what I am looking like, you're in Viparita Karani, flexing the toes back towards your face. You're taking your hands underneath your hips. Maybe flare your toes, and you can just stay right here. Try to keep your chin to center here as you maybe support your hips, and send the toes in the direction towards the ground behind you, finding that plow pose, couch pose. Otherwise, you can just stay in that nice with the hips down. You can also go into a shoulder stand if you like to go there. So just choose what feels best for you. If you're in a shoulder stand, maybe start to push the hips more towards the back of the mat as you stack your heels right above those hips. If you're in a shoulder stand, you can always go into a deaf man's pose, bringing the knees to the sides of the ears as the hips stay high. If you want to. I'm too close. If this is very comfortable for you, you can take the hands to the outer edges of the feet. And then one vertebrae at a time, you'll slowly start to find your way into a happy baby pose. Flexing the toes back towards your face, take your hands to the inner or outer edges of the feet. You can start to rock side to side. Maybe you could straighten out one or two legs. Tags. You can just find some gratitude for your practice right here. Allow your hands to pull the feet down as you push your feet into your hands. And then just bring the knees into the chest. Take your hands up to the sides, palms facing up like a capital letter T. Inhale together, big breath in. Exhale, just bring the knees over to the right. Shift your gaze over that left palm.
One side of the mouth is still upward.
You'll bring your knees back to center. Inhale, breath. Exhale, bring the knees over to the left. Maybe shift your gaze over to the right. Keeping both shoulders planted as you twist. And then you'll come back to center when you're ready, hugging those knees in. Grab opposite elbows around the legs. Start to bring the forehead up to meet the knees. Squeeze yourself into one tiny little ball of contracted energy. Hold here for 3, 4, 2. Exhale, Shavasana. Letting the feet splay to the sides, hands to the sides, palms facing up, eyes are closed. And you're just resetting back into your natural breath. And you're finding gratitude for your practice. All we get to do is show up. What can you let go of right here, right now, in order to have a more beautiful rest of your evening? And if you're still holding on to anything at all, let's let it go together. Have a big inhale through the nose. Biggest breath in as you hold at the top. Exhale, HA. And just feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. And the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.